Morning, guys. I promise I'm not bald. I've just got my hair up. Anyway, hi. Thanks for joining me for another What's Eating a Day as a vegan on Slimming World. If you're new here, my name is Leanne. I'm a vegan trying to lose weight on the Slimming World plan. And if you're coming back, as always, thanks very much for doing so. I definitely appreciate it. Today is Wednesday. It's the 20th of January. And it's another day working from home, but it's hump day, yay! So I was just making some breakfast and I look a bit of a mess, sorry, because it's really rainy and windy out and I had to run down to the supermarket before work this morning. Joy of joys, but my light bulb went and obviously I didn't have a spare one because why would one keep a spare light bulb? I have one for like all the others, but there's so many different light fittings in this house. Anywho, let's move on. So I've already had a coffee today and I've just made a second one. I made them a little bit milkier today. So each one has 150 mils of Alpro Almond Barista. So that's 1.5 syns each. So 3 syns in total already just for coffee. And then I've just made myself a little bit of breakfast. I've got my chopped up banana, chopped up apple. I've got Alpro no sugars yogurt, which is sin free. And as you know, if you watch my videos, normally I have been topping it with toasted seeds and some Sweet Freedom vanilla and caramel syrup, but I thought today I'll just change it up a little bit. So I went with choc shot coconut on top and I've left off the seeds. Just didn't fancy them this morning, to be totally honest. So yeah, that's what I've got. I've got my second coffee there ready to go. And I used 2 tablespoons of the coconut choc shot. If anyone doesn't know what Sweet Freedom is, by the way, they are fruit syrups basically. So they're completely natural, totally vegan, and they are fruit syrup, but all different flavors. They're really, really good. They've actually been around for years, but it's in the last few years they've been bringing out loads of really cool new flavors. So anyway, this one is very nice. I got my most latest batch in Lidl's, in the middle of Lidl. So if they're still there, then head out and grab yourself some. But anyway, as I said, I've used 2 tablespoons and it's 2 syns a tablespoon. So that's 4 syns for my breakfast. Obviously I've got fruit. I've got a little bit of yogurt underneath. It's just the last little bit of yogurt. Made that look highly attractive. So yeah, I'm on 7 syns already. So on Sunday night on my birthday Zoom call, me and my friends were discussing obviously, you know, the current climate, the lockdown, pandemic, etc. But also because obviously I'm working from home. I work in an office job anyway, so there's obviously a fair amount of sitting around, but my other friend is a teacher and the other one is a nurse. Now the nurse is, of course, at the moment working very hard, bless her. But my friend who's the teacher is now at home again, and she's homeschooling her kids. So again, she's in a similar thing to me where she's not moving that much. I think she probably moves considerably more than me, considering she's running after 2 kids and a dog. But you know, the principle's there. So anyway, we were having this discussion and between us we've all decided that we need to just every hour get up for 2 minutes and march. That's it. Timer on, 2 minutes and march. And I'll tell you what, it has trebled my steps in a day this week. I've done it every day this week so far, and also just now I did 20 minutes of yoga in my lunch break. I'm just going to go and get some lunch now. So yeah, and I just wanted to share that because I think it's a really, really good achievable thing to do. It can seem like a bit of a chore, but it is only 2 minutes each time, if you see what I mean. And I'm kind of alternating it. So like on 1 hour, I'm doing like lift my knees as high as I can. And then the next hour, I'm just doing as many steps as I can. So it tends to be anywhere between 200 and 300 steps in the 2 minutes. So when you consider that we're doing this 6 or 7 times a day, because we're sort of doing it just during the working day, then it's really adding up. And I mean, to be totally honest with you, I was just looking back on my like Apple history, and I know it's not completely accurate because I haven't always got my phone in my hand, but it does give a good general idea. And some days on there's like 600 steps. 600 steps. I suppose it doesn't help because I do live in a bungalow and so I don't have the stairs to climb up, so that really does sort of take some out of it as well. But I like one floor living. Yeah, so anyway, I just wanted to share it in case you guys wanted to have a bit of inspiration. Like, you know, don't get me wrong, at the moment I just feel far too big to be doing any kind of exercise. But this 2-minute march every hour is definitely starting to help a little bit. And yeah, the yoga routine that I've just done, I modified it very slightly, but it was a really good like hip flexor, quad, glute, hamstring, etc. It's all like lower legs and hips, which is really good because again, sitting down all day just isn't obviously very good for you. So I'll pop a link to it in the description of today's video for you if you want to try it as well. Like I said, I modified it to make it a bit easier, and also because quite frankly I'm just too large to do quick transitions in yoga at the moment. I love yoga. I used to go about 3 or 4 times a week, and then I started getting a lot bigger and it got harder, and yeah, it just petered out basically. That was a couple of years ago now, so I would love to get back into it, but for now there are certain poses that I'm absolutely fine with doing, and I will continue to do those, or rather start doing them again, because today's session has just made me feel brilliant. So there we go. I'm gonna get some lunch now. For lunch I have a portion of my lentil soup that I made yesterday. Suddenly it's not looking like a very big portion, so I may end up having a little bit more, but we shall see. This is sin free. It's just like onion, carrot, celery, garlic, various tomatoes, lentils, spinach and flavourings and stuff. So yeah, basic but simple and wholesome. I think that was Delta saying hi. Lunch was delicious. As I said, it was the lentil soup I made yesterday, sin free, and I did have a second portion of it because one just wasn't enough. It was quite a small portion. It's slightly annoying because it means I'm left with one, which I now know is enough for half a portion. So I'll have to find something to go with it tomorrow, I think. But yeah, that's what it was. Excuse me. For an afternoon snack, I'm not having them just yet. I'm just filming now because I've got some stuff planned for the rest of the afternoon. I'm going to be quite busy. So I've got these two, sorry about the presentation on my Tupperware lid. These are some of the like oatmeal cups or oatmeal muffins, oat muffins, porridge muffins, whatever you want to call them. They are, the gooey stuff on them is raspberry jam and almond butter and maple syrup mixture. They're really, really basic, but they're really delicious. If you check out Monday's video, you can see me make them. If you want a recipe written out for them, if you check out my December meal plan and prep video, then that is included in the PDF attached to that video. So that's what I'll be having probably in about an hour. And I'm also just having a bucket of tea. It's my pucker after dinner tea. Having that now. Okay. Just making myself some dinner, and I'm just dry frying in this non-stick pan some veggies. So I've just got courgette, orange pepper and some mushrooms and some garlic, and that's literally it. And I'm just going to have that with some pasta and my 2 healthy extra A's of cheese, because I am in a simple pimple mood tonight, so sometimes that is all you want, and I'm not ashamed of that. Here's the finished product. Very thrilling, I'm sure, to look at, but for me it's exactly what I fancy. I mixed some of the cheese through the pasta, and then I've just got the rest to pop on top once I've taken my photo. Hey guys, so it is pretty much the end of the night. I forgot to tell you before dinner that Mum came down for a cuppa, and I had a packet of crisps, some hula hoops puffed salt and vinegar for 3.5 syns. So that was very pleasant. And you've seen my tea. I've just made a cup of tea. Again, a pucker after dinner tea as usual. Later, well, shortly, I'll be having a nighttime tea. And I've already had my treat. I had, let me show you the bag. This is what they are. It's Montezuma's half moonies, and these particular ones are the mandarin orange flavour. They're literally just flavoured dark chocolate. Really, really nice, but very rich, so they're quite a good thing. Like having a few is sufficient, you know. So you get 25 grams for 7 syns. And 25 grams is about 6 of the half moonies, and I've already had all my 6, so I'm going to go put these away now before I get tempted with any more. But that actually puts me finishing on 22 syns today out of my 25, so fine. I did have a giant bowl of pasta though, so don't know how Way Day's going to go. Oh my god, after the weekend as well, when I ate all that cake. Still, it is what it is. Cool. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm sorry, I'm in a really weird mood. I'm just grumpy. You know when you're just grumpy and you're just fed up? I feel like that today. That is literally my mood today. Fed up. So I'm sorry if that's come across. But yeah, I'm just grumpy. Just a grumpy person today. What I have enjoyed is this giant storm. The rain. Well, it's now completely gone off by the sound of it, but it was hammering down just now. So that was nice. You all know I love the rain, love a storm, love bad weather, dreading summer. Anyway, okay, let's not make this negative. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.